Welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Blerdsnerds podcast. I'm Shannon.
I'm Jaja.
And we are back bringing you another week of everything going on in our culture and our thoughts. It is Black History Month. Happy Black History Month, Jaja.
Happy Black History Month, definitely.
Yeah, and we're a little late, 6, 7 days by the time this podcast comes out, but I'm going to find ways on social media to highlight all of our fellow Black creators and Black cosplayers on our social media, just like we've done in previous years. So look out for that. And it's just us two today. James is off again on another vacation, even though I feel like he doesn't tell us that he's going on vacation. I just see it on social media, and I'm just like, I guess James isn't recording with us this week.
And his vacations are usually workation, so.
No, I don't think so. I think he's
no. Oh, he's living his life, living his best life right now.
He's living his life with his unlimited PTO. Happy for him. I wish I could do that.
Salute to Microsoft.
But we'll give James a hard time about that when he's back next week, hopefully. Yeah. What have you been up to, Jaja?
I have trying to be nerdy. I watched The Last of Us as you suggested. What else have I been doing? Been reading some mangas.
Okay.
Got a couple of video game stuff I want to talk about, which is pretty cool. I know you guys probably talked about Xbox's developer direct last pod.
Not really, because none of us play Xbox. We did not talk about it at all.
Yeah, I meant to watch the last pod. I didn't watch it before this one. Forgive me.
No, it's okay. But we can talk about that now that you're here, an Xbox representative.
We can. So, yeah, but I don't have anything super nerdy. It's TV, manga, and video games. And we get to it, I could talk about what I've been doing.
All right. I have been doing very little nerdy things. My Marvel Master rewatch, which I'll give an update on a little later. That's been chugging along. I'll tell everybody where I'm at when we get to that part of the podcast. But that's pretty much all I've been doing. And I've been watching The Last of Us, which I'm very proud of myself for doing, because I said I wasn't going to watch it. Well, I'll talk about it more when we get to that part of the podcast too, but just know I've watched it, and it's new for me to actually be actively watching a zombie show. But we'll talk about that. But other than that, not a ton of nerdy things for me this week. But let's get into some stuff. Wait, what'd you say?
I'm gonna start off with my manga take.
Okay.
I told you guys I was gonna start updating myself on the mangas, and what I actually did was connect my phone to my TV, and I was using the Samsung Dex feature that turns your phone into like a computer, and it works like fabulous. So I was sitting there.
What were you? Wait. What? Can you explain that again?
When you plug your phone, like Samsung Galaxy or any Android that supports it, into a monitor, it'll like the UI will be like a PC UI. Like it'll look like you're running Microsoft. It'll turn your phone into a computer. It's pretty dope. And it has everything that's on your phone, and it just looks like a PC. So if you wanted to, you could just buy a phone and use it literally as a PC. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool.
So I opened up the manga app, and I'm sitting there reading Dragon Ball Z on my TV, and next thing you know, an hour went by. So it was pretty cool. I think that's how I'm gonna read my mangas from now on. Like, you can see everything.
That's awesome. I kind of want to watch a demonstration of that, because that sounds, I can picture what you're saying, but like not completely, but that sounds cool.
Yeah, on my phone it's called Samsung Dex, but it's been out for a little bit. It's fairly new.
So is it an app, or is it just something that your phone just automatically does?
It just, as long as it's an Android.
Oh.
Yeah, I think it's one of the new Android updates lets you do that. So I don't know if it's only Samsung's. Don't quote me on it, but I think most Androids should be able to do it.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, that's my. So I'm almost up to date in Dragon Ball Z, and then I'll be moving on to something else.
Okay. Ooh. All right. Awesome. I haven't been reading any manga. I'm back on my regular reading, so I've been reading some regular books. But I'm about to start actually reading this really cool book that's popular right now. And I'm just gonna read the description to you because it is in the nerdy category. Let me just pull it up real quick.
I forgot to mention I did watch Tokyo Revengers, so I'm up to date in
All
that.
right, that's
The new
out. Yes.
episodes.
Okay. So this book that I'm about to start reading is called Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And it is about, so I'm gonna read the description. In this exhilarating novel by best-selling author, sorry. So the book is about two friends, often in love but never lovers, come together as creative partners in the world of video game design, where success brings them fame, joy, tragedy, duplicity, and ultimately a kind of immortality. On a bitter cold day in the December of his junior year at Harvard, Sam Monsieur exits a subway car and sees amid the hordes of people waiting on the platform Sadie Green. He calls her name. For a moment she pretends she hasn't heard him, but then she turns and a game begins. A legendary collaboration which will launch them into stardom. These friends, intimate since childhood, borrow money, beg favors, and before even graduating college, they have created their first blockbuster, Ichigo. Overnight, the world is theirs. Not even 25 years old, Sam and Sadie are brilliant, successful, and rich, but these qualities won't protect them from their own creative ambitions or the betrayals of their hearts. Spanning 30 years from Cambridge, Massachusetts to Venice Beach, California, the lands in between and far beyond, Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow is a dazzling and intricately imagined novel that examines the multifarious nature of identity, disability, failure, and redemptive possibilities in play, and above all, our need to connect, to be loved and loved. So it's like a love story, but like also like it's about these two people that designed this video game, and like all this other stuff happens after that. So it sounds cool. So that's
It
what I'm
sounds
reading.
interesting.
So that's how I'll be reading over the next couple weeks.
Yeah, you got to give us a review when you finish it.
Yeah, it's very popular right now. Like a lot of people are reading it, so I'm excited to start, and then I'll give my update on it.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's get into some things, Jaja. Before we get into, I know you said you had some video game stuff. Do you want to start with that?
Let's see. What do I got for video games? Okay, so the Xbox Developer Direct that happened a couple weeks ago.
Yes, that me and James did not cover. Yes, let's talk about that.
Did you even see it? Did you see it at all?
No, I mean, I should be as a podcaster, I should be unbiased and watch these things, even though I don't have an Xbox. But I just forgot about it.
Listen,
Honestly, I didn't purposely not watch it.
You didn't miss anything. I was hugely disappointed and
Okay.
sad. They like nothing really blew me away. They announced Forza and it's gonna be a next gen only thing. If you want to play it on the Xbox One, you'll be able to stream it through Game Pass, but it's actually gonna be an Xbox XS game. Minecraft Legends. We got Redfall and Elder Scrolls Online. They're coming out with a downloaded expansion for that, and yeah, I was hugely disappointed. Nothing groundbreaking. Like a bunch of games that we already know. So, but what was cool, what saved them, is that they announced this game, Hi-Fi Rush. Have you heard of this game?
I have not.
It's a rhythm based game. It's like a action adventure game, hack and slash, and you're this kid. And in the beginning, his iPod he gets fused with his iPod. Sorry,
iPod. Okay.
and he's a real he's into rock music. He wants to be a rock star, so he gets fused with his iPod, and now the whole world becomes like what's the word like there's music flowing throughout the world, right? So every time you fight, you can if you hit stuff to the rhythm, your attacks become more powerful and stuff like that.
Is the main character of this game black?
No, it's
never mind. So I thought never mind. I must be thinking about something completely different.
And yeah, he has like a guitar that he wields, and it's a really cool game because there's a song playing in the background, and if you attack to the rhythm, your combos become stronger and the animation is cooler and stuff like that.
What's this game called again?
Hi-Fi Rush. And it came out on Xbox Game Pass, and it actually they call it a shadow drop. It dropped without no warning or anything. So after
Mm.
Xbox Developer Direct was over, you could just hop on your Xbox and play this game.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I checked it out, and it's actually a really fun game. Like, and it's
Oh, I like the animation. It looks cool.
yeah, it reminds me of like Beautiful Joe on the Nintendo,
Uh-huh.
like real cell shaded,
Yeah.
and the songs are pretty. Like they have some popular songs in there, and the game is really forgiving when you're attacking. Like if you don't attack to the beat, the music will adjust to your attack, and it'll just sound great. Like it
Oh,
doesn't matter what you
awesome.
do, everything just sounds good. Like so, it's really
That's
cool.
awesome. Okay.
So that's one good thing that came out of that, but everything else was kind of womp womp.
Yeah. And I'm thinking about like, yeah, it doesn't sound super exciting. Another Forza. Do people I guess Forza is popular, huh? I
No,
don't really
Forza's cool. I'm excited for Forza, but like it's nothing that I didn't know was coming
right.
out.
So a lot of people still play Forza?
Oh yeah,
Interesting.
Forza's the best racing game out.
I don't know. I just when I think of racing games, I for some reason I just don't think
The
that
best
they're very popular, but I
racing
guess people
simulator.
racing simulator. Right. Okay. Okay. I guess it's fun if you play it with a yeah, okay.
Like it's the
But
closest thing to real life in a video
mm,
game that you're gonna get. It,
maybe
it
X uh-huh.
I
Oh,
said
that's
it blew Gran Turismo out of the water, and
mm. I guess it's cool in
that's
that aspect when you think about it like that.
right. And
Um,
then they have the two different versions. The one that's like you're racing on circuit race tracks, like real race cars, and then they
mhm,
have Forza Horizon where it's just like open world. You're placed in a certain part of the world, and then you just it's like GTA for cars.
yeah.
So you get the
I
best of
mean,
both worlds.
maybe Microsoft is too busy, with their gaming for everyone that they just are not focusing on the actual games.
It's coming.
just,
It's coming.
just that they're accessible to everyone, which is cool. But then,
I mean, to me, I get it because they just acquired all these studios, and we know how long it takes to make a video game. So I get what's happening. I just hope the heat comes soon
mm.
and stop dangling Starfield in front of my face because I don't care about Starfield that much.
But there are
I
some
don't
people
know
that
why.
there are people that care about Starfield
No,
though.
there's a lot of people. They're trying to make this like the flagship game for the Series X. I don't know why, but do your thing.
But speaking about that, since you're saying that nothing good came out of that showcase, it was announced that Xbox, Nintendo, and Sony won't be a part of E3 this year. Um, the big three, really, and largely why a lot of people participate in E3. But not entirely, but a big chunk of why. So I don't know. E3 is going to be interesting this year. So we're basically
What is
relying.
gonna be at E3 is my
What is
question.
going to be at E3? That's a good. It's a good question. Um, yeah, I don't know. I guess developers just announcing their own games. I don't know, but like it's a good question. It's not something really that sounds as enticing this year as it has other years. So I feel bad for people that already bought tickets to E3. E3 is something that I want to go to one day, but not this year. Because it doesn't really seem like anything's happening. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Ooh, can you see me and hear me okay?
Yeah, I you just froze for 1 second, but
Yeah, okay. I just got a warning that my internet was unstable. I don't know how. I'm hardwired into the internet. I don't know what's going on. Okay. But I'm good now? No? Hello?
yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay, cool. Um, but yeah, I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I hope it doesn't kill E3 that they're not gonna be there, and I hope they'll at least have something there. Like I hope they just don't totally boycott it or and just have their featured stuff somewhere else. But we'll see. It should be interesting.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to have their direct to consumer. Like no one wants the middleman anymore. Everyone wants direct to consumer. So
Yeah. Um, let's see what some of these comments. Yeah, and it seems like people are just kind of disappointed by it. About how great E3 used to be, and it was like something special. And now
mhm.
it's kind of just like, but it's not their fault, obviously. It's the fault of these companies that are choosing not to attend.
Very
Um,
sad. Very sad.
yeah. And speaking of video games, I know that a couple weeks ago we talked about Forspoken and about how people weren't reviewing it because they didn't get the copies to review.
Yeah, some people didn't get the codes.
Yeah, and reviews are out, and the game apparently sucks. So
I was gonna bring that up too. When the game like that first day it came out and everyone like released their reviews, I seen a lot of bad reviews, and then
Mhm.
I seen some good reviews.
Have you? I have yet to see any
Yeah,
good reviews.
I seen some
Wow.
good reviews, and then after I saw some good reviews, then I saw some mixed reviews. Like,
Right.
this game has people that hate it, and then this game has people that love it. And if you watch the gameplay, like this looks like it could be a very fun game. Like the way the traversal goes and the fighting, it looks like a game that I would like. Like I feel like if I played this game, I would like it. But I did see the hate. I did see a lot of hate.
So what I heard is that the gameplay is fun, but the story is bad. And how important is fun gameplay if the story is bad?
Did you like the story of Elden Ring? I don't even know what the story of Elden Ring
That's
was.
true. That's a good point. That's a good point. Touche. I still don't get it either. It's a little confusing. I don't get it.
Yeah. I think I would want to like try this game. I don't think I would pay $60 for it, but
I was
it
gonna
looks
say
like
you're
something
about
that I would have
to.
a lot of fun with. Like the way like she moves and can jump around and just all the magic and combos that I was seeing in the gameplay. I'm like, how? And even in the bad reviews, they're like the bad reviewers say the gameplay is fun. It just some people say it gets repetitive.
Repetitive, yeah. In a best, and how open world is this gameplay? Is this game? Because
It's
what saves
super open, but they're
is
saying
it?
there's not a like. It seems like you're running like just running to run. You know what I mean? Like there's not a
Yeah,
lot
because when you
of
think about
different.
Elden Ring, the difference, the only reason that Elden Ring can get away with their lack of a story is because of how massive the open world is. Like there's stuff everywhere you look, stuff to do everywhere, things everywhere. So it kind of makes up for it in a way. But and I don't even know if that game has a real story, to be honest. It's kind of just whatever you make it.
There's a story. There's
I mean,
definitely a lore.
there is a lore, but then the way that they design the game is just like you can miss out on a lot of it depending on how you play the game. So I don't know if that even counts.
Uh-huh.
Elden Ring is in a league of its own, really.
I mean, I could name a lot of games with a blast story that the gameplay was good that made up for it.
All right, let's hear some.
What's the game that you Kingdom Hearts?
No. No.
That doesn't count.
It does not. Kingdom Hearts has a good story, and it did in the beginning. It just became too complicated, but the story was there, and it had a lot of background to it. I wouldn't say that counts. Let's hear some more.
I would have to think about it. Let me.
Aha. All right,
let me think about it.
You bring that back to me next week, or somewhere in the middle of this podcast. But yeah, no, I'm not paying for it. I feel like I've seen enough bad reviews that I don't want to try it for myself, especially when Hogwarts Legacy is coming out in 2 days. I'm so excited. Or now, if you pre-ordered it and get 72-hour early release for those people. But
Did you pre-order yours?
I did not. I keep saying I was going to, but I have not done it yet. I don't need the 72-hour early release because I'm not going to be able to play it during the week, so there's no point in me having access to it that early. But I am so excited though. So excited. I'm just counting down the days till this game comes out. Can't wait.
You're gonna have to give us your review. I don't think I'm gonna have it day one. I really don't want to buy any more games until I upgrade. So I'm working on that right now. And
yeah. And I don't even think
definitely one of my first purchases.
Yeah. I don't even think it's available to you if you're on last gen until April, I don't think. Because last gen version is not coming out till April because they're taking the extra time.
I know the Switch version's coming out in like June, I think.
Ugh. But why would anyone don't buy this game on Switch for all the Switch players? I mean, if you only have a Switch, then sure. But if you have other things, then don't. But you don't have a Switch yet, do you, Jaja?
No.
Okay, at this point, you might as well just wait until whatever next version of the Switch is coming out, if there is any version of a next version that's coming out.
Or just get a Steam Deck.
Yeah, or just get a Steam Deck. What was I about to say? But yeah, I'm very excited. I haven't touched Elden Ring in a while, and I probably won't touch it for a while after this game comes out. Maybe I'll try to squeeze some Elden Ring playing in before this game comes out, so I can say that I played it recently. Have you played Elden Ring recently, or have you completely given up on it?
No, I haven't played Elden Ring recently. I didn't. I was playing Anthem last night.
Anthem, nice.
Do you
Okay,
remember Anthem?
I
You
do. I
get in the
never played
suits and
it, but I
fly around.
remember it.
So they stopped supporting this game just like they're about to do a Marvel Adventures. So I got a little preview of what Marvel Adventures is going to look like in the next 2 years. But it was it was playable, but it was glitchy. You got kicked out sometimes. And yeah, it wasn't super smooth, but it was still playable. I had a lot of fun playing it. I played it for a few hours last night with a full squad.
Okay.
It was fun.
Nice.
So a lot of people like pooped on that game. I don't know why. It was a great game.
A lot of people have their own opinions about things, but I'm very confident that Hogwarts Legacy is going to be good. And if it's bad, I'll be so disappointed. And I'm sure a lot of people will, because it's so hyped up right now. Like everyone is excited for it. So I just hope that it lives up to the hype. That's all I can hope.
It better.
So next week I'll have a small review on it, because I'm definitely going to spend a good chunk of next weekend playing. So I will have my initial thoughts on that game next week.
Cool. Do you know what school you're going to be?
So okay, here's the thing. I am a Hufflepuff, right? But I'm trying to see if I should use this opportunity to be something else. Because
what? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
And when are you ever going to be a Hufflepuff except in this game?
You're right. You're right.
You gotta do it. You gotta ride for your team. What you mean?
You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm not ashamed of being a Hufflepuff.
Listen,
I'll do it. I'll be a Hufflepuff.
I wish I knew what school I would be. I'm not that super into Harry Potter that I'm like got a school that I know I would be and all that stuff.
You got to take the quiz. That's how everybody knows what house they're in.
Oh yeah, that's how you do it?
Yeah.
You gotta send me the quiz then.
Yeah, there's a sorting hat quiz. All right, I'm gonna send that to you, and you take it, and you let me know what house you're in next week.
Got it. And then that's the house I gotta choose for the game. That's it.
Yeah, that's the house you gotta choose for the. I've always wanted to be a Ravenclaw, and I was really upset when I didn't get sorted into Ravenclaw. But so I was like, maybe I'll play as a Ravenclaw in this game. But you're right.
That sounds so sad. You know what team you want to be, and then you take the quiz, and they're like, "Nah, you're a Hufflepuff."
Yeah, exactly.
Now you're a Hufflepuff.
I know it's sad. I know, but like I think I would feel bad if I played as a Ravenclaw and not as a Hufflepuff. So I will play as a Hufflepuff. I'll play. But I just feel like you can't do anything evil when you're a Hufflepuff, because they're the nice house. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? You could be the first evil Hufflepuff. That's you create a whole new role. Like everyone's not even gonna expect it. You can tell them you're Hufflepuff, and then they trust you, and you just take all their stuff and drain their life. I don't know.
That's true. Good point. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see if I can bring myself to do it. But yeah, I'll have my initial thoughts on it next week. Gonna buy it as soon as it drops. Can't wait.
I have a question now. In games where like morality comes into play, you could be good, bad, neutral. Which side do you choose? First playthrough.
I usually choose good first playthrough. I'm afraid to choose bad. I'm afraid to go bad, honestly. But that's just me being a punk. I need to like be cooler. Yeah, I usually try to end. Sometimes I'm neutral, but most of the time I never choose the completely evil side.
Oh, I go super evil sometimes.
I know, because it's fun.
I did that for Star Wars. I did that for Fable. Oh my god!
Because it's fun. It's fun to be evil.
It gets pretty dark sometimes.
We'll see, but yeah, I know everyone's excited, and I just can't wait to see what the game has. Yep. Any other video game news, Jaja, that you have?
Nothing super pressing. That's it.
Yeah, not a lot going on in the video game news realm with and that's evident by the lack of announcements. So we'll see. I don't know where
what
I was
going
doing.
TV or movies next?
We're gonna go to DC. Did you watch James
Since we
Gunn's?
don't have our transition guy here, our
I
transitions
know.
are kind of
James not here. Sorry, guys. We suck at transitions. Well, I know I do at least. Jaja has done a couple of good ones, but I am not good at them. But
Nah, they don't compare to James.
not at all. James is on top of it. But over this past week, we got an update from James Gunn and Peter Safran about where they're going with their first phase of the DCEU, and it's going to be called Gods and Monsters. And we basically got an entire roster of what's coming up, and we can go through that now. And I would just like to hear how excited you are about each upcoming project, Jaja.
You have the list?
I do. Yes, I do. So what's interesting is that James Gunn and Peter Safran are doing this thing where there are going to be movies that are clearly a part of like the DC extended universe. And then there are going to be other movies and projects that are going to be called
Otherverse.
Otherworld, Elseworlds, which means that they're standalone and they don't interfere with all the crisscross of the extended universe. And movies that fall into that category that we know right now are like the Joker and Robert Pattinson's Batman. And there are a few other movies that he announced in this new phase, but then everything else is going to be like announced into like a wider universe, kind of like the MCU. So we have here a full lineup of upcoming DC movies and TV shows. Let's skip the CW shows because that's dumb. Like the I didn't know. I didn't know that the Flash was still on, guys. Season 9. Wow.
Yes, I knew.
Is it still good?
I don't watch it.
Okay. I stopped watching it. I stopped watching it like 5 seasons ago.
It's funny. My daughter watches it and she loves the show. And I try to get her to watch other superhero shows, and she's just like, "Nah, this is the only show I watch." Like, okay.
I wonder why. All right, but we have Shazam: Fury of the Gods coming out next month, March 17th. I still haven't seen the first Shazam, and I'm not excited for this movie at all. Are you excited? Are you excited, Jaja, for Shazam?
I really enjoyed the first one, but I don't know why the trailer to the second one didn't get me.
Okay.
It seems like they're going more action than comedy. The first one was kind of like comedic, and I'm gonna watch it, I think, but I'm not super excited for it.
In order for me to watch this one, it means I have to watch the first one, and I don't want to watch the first one. I just don't want to watch it at all.
The first one was good.
Okay.
I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I probably go back and watch the first one. Like it was a fun. I remember like seeing that and cracking up. I saw it in theaters too.
The Flash is still coming out with Ezra Miller, unfortunately. So
wait, can I give myself a pat on the back?
Why? For what?
James Gunn has confirmed that this movie is supposed to reset the DCU.
Oh, you were right.
So that's
that is why they're not getting rid of it. Yeah,
this movie wasn't going anywhere.
Does that mean that they have to redo the entire movie? Because like, was that the plan the entire time?
Well, no, what's his name is still going to be in the movie.
Well, I know, but like when they first started developing the Flash, James Gunn, like we were still in a chaotic DCU, you know, like it wasn't announced that everything was going to be starting over. So I wonder if that was always the plan for that movie, or if they have to reshoot a lot of stuff. Okay.
I think it was always the plan to reset, and they were just looking for somebody to carry the plan forward after that.
Got it. Well, that's coming out in June 16th, 2023. I guess I have to see it then if it's going to reset everything, or do I really? I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it on bootleg so that I don't have to support it.
And then what kills me is that James Gunn is like, I saw the movie and I loved it. This is like the best DC movie ever. I'm like, shut up.
Oh God.
How can you even say that? Even if it is, how can you come out publicly and say that? Like trying to get everybody to see this movie. But that's kind of disgusting, but
it is. Then we have Blue Beetle, which is coming out on August 18th of 2023. I don't know anything about Blue Beetle.
One of my favorite DC heroes. I love Blue
Really?
Beetle. Yeah.
So tell us about.
It reminds me of like Mega Man.
Okay.
He's like it's like a an alien parasite that like latches onto a kid, and he gets the Blue Beetle powers. And
I like this poster though. It's cool.
yeah, he's a cool superhero.
All right, whatever. I'll see it. So that's coming out in August. So it's gonna be a good mix of DC and Marvel things coming out like in the same span. Like this year is gonna be crammed full of superhero stuff. I wonder if we're gonna have superhero fatigue at all. But
Yeah, I'm interested to see how it's gonna play out because right now, way more hyped about the Marvel stuff. Like, but
yeah,
that's
of
always how it's
course,
been.
of course. But maybe we'll be hyped about DC stuff too once we start seeing this roll out and stuff is actually good. I don't know. We'll see.
We're not getting the Flash until June, so
Yeah.
we're getting Ant-Man. I'm pretty sure Marvel has stuff early next year that's gonna.
Yeah. But
make us
Shazam is coming.
forget.
Shazam's coming out in March, so that's right around the corner.
It's not gonna. If Black Adam didn't do anything, Shazam's not gonna do anything. I feel sorry. You see The Rock now? The Rock is pissed Black Adam didn't do anything.
I know. I know.
He's going back to the WWE. That's how pissed he is.
Oh man. All right, so Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom coming out on Christmas of 2023.
Uh-oh, your favorite movies coming out with
I still haven't seen the first Aquaman.
You're joking. I thought it was the second one you didn't see.
This is the second one.
No, this isn't the third one?
No.
Oh, my bad. I got my Aquaman's mixed up.
But no, I still haven't seen it. You
still haven't seen the first one?
No, I still haven't seen it.
So wait, so where did I get this narrative that you like Aquaman from?
Because I like his character from the comics. I just don't. I've never seen the.
You were hyped for the movie and just didn't go see it.
Was I hyped for it? I don't know if I ever was.
You had to be hyped for it because I got this narrative from somewhere. Yeah,
the narrative was that I enjoy Aquaman's character and that his abilities are slept on widely by DC comic fans. But
I can agree with that.
I've never seen the first one, but that's because DC sucks and I didn't think it was going to be good, but I heard it was good. So, we got
to do better in 2023. We got to step up our DC game.
Yeah.
Because I didn't see Black Adam, and that's like...
You still haven't seen Black Adam?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay. I'm interested. You got to watch that because it has to be on some stream. Is it on HBO Max?
It is.
All right, you got to watch it because I'm dying to know what you thought of it. So then we have Joker, Folie à Deux, if that's how you say that. I'm not sure. And as we know, there was a lot of criticism around the first Joker. I enjoyed it, but I know a lot of people didn't like it. Did you like it, Jaja?
A lot of people liked it.
A lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't like it though too.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't like it. I'm on the side of not liking it.
Mm-hmm. But this one, I don't know about this one. So this is going to be part 2. It's going to feature Lady Gaga, who's playing Harley Quinn, and it is going to be a musical.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't really know whose idea this was, but I'm not sold on this at all. So
I would need to see a trailer. I can't even imagine what this would look like.
Yeah. But this is not coming out this is coming out October 4th, 2024. So not this year. It's coming out late next year.
This has the potential to be like the darkest musical ever made.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think I need to see a trailer too. I'm intrigued by it because it sounds weird. So weird that it's interesting. But I don't know. Yeah, I have to see a trailer too. All right, so now we're getting into some new stuff. And this is part of James Gunn's announcements. So we are resetting Superman. We are getting Superman Legacy, July 11th, 2025, which just sounds so far away. Like, will anyone even care about Superman in 2025? We'll see.
100%.
All right, we'll see.
Superman is like DC, Marvel Spider-Man in DC. Like, he's just a character that's just been used and can just be milked for whatever.
So as we all know, Henry Cavill will no longer be playing Superman because they wanted to go with a younger version of him. So we'll see how the casting for that goes. But yeah, we're getting another Superman movie in July.
They said it's not going to be an origin story.
Not going to be an origin story, right? So kind of like how they reintroduced Tom Holland Spider-Man into the MCU, not as an origin story. This would be something similar to that. So that's interesting. Which is good because we don't need another Superman origin story. Just like we didn't need another Spider-Man origin story, we definitely do not need another Superman origin story. Not at all.
We see
Not
it
even a little
a
bit.
million times. We
A
got
million
Smallville.
times. Seriously. Then we have the Batman 2, and this is Robert Pattinson's Batman. Coming back October 3rd, 2025. Cool. The first Batman was good. It was very
I'm
long.
interested. Yeah, because the
I'm
first
interested.
Batman, y'all heard my review on it.
It was good. So I'm looking. I don't want to say I'm looking forward to it, but I will watch it without question.
Right.
That's a good word.
Same.
Right. Then we have The Brave and the Bold, and I think this is they don't have the descriptions
This is
here.
when they introduced Damian Wayne as Robin
In The Brave and the
Batman.
Bold?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Nice.
I don't know if it's animated or live action. I
No,
forget.
I'm pretty sure this is gonna be live. Oh no. I think that this is gonna be a live action series. I mean, I think this is gonna be an animated series, but I think that what they said that they wanted to do was eventually combine it into live action, and they want to use the same voice actors. I think that's what that was. Or it was something, and it was something like there was some show that applied to in one of these announcements. But let's see.
They said it's gonna deal with the full Bat family, centering specifically on Bruce Wayne's 10-year-old son Damian.
Oh no, I think this is live action actually. I think I'm getting that mixed up with something else.
I'm hyped for it because we need more Damian Wayne.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. That sounds exciting. So in development, don't know when we're gonna see that. Probably 2026. I don't know. And then we have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow, and this is gonna be a different take on Supergirl. And it's gonna be about a version of Supergirl that spent a ton of her life on like a rock, like a rock that like broke off of Krypton, and she's supposed to be like a darker version of Supergirl. So that's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to that, and I think that's also a series, if I'm not mistaken.
That's interesting. I didn't read that description until now that she was gonna be like on a fragment of Krypton.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, she's gonna come to Earth, but like after she spent a long time on a fragment of Krypton, just like depressed and outcast. But I just don't remember if this is gonna be a series or a movie. I think it's gonna be a series.
It's a movie.
It's a movie?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
Yep.
Also in development. No release date for that.
If you scroll down in the article, it has like a little description of all of them.
Oh. Thank you.
But yeah.
Then we Okay, perfect. Then we have The Authority in development. So this is gonna be a movie. And this is kind of like DC's anti-Justice League. I thought the Suicide Squad was DC's anti-Justice League, but whatever. So The Authority is a group of powerful heroes who take a far more proactive approach to meting out justice. So it kind of reminds me, I was listening to a couple podcasts about this, and they were saying it kind of reminds them of like what The Boys is supposed to be. But this sounds interesting as well.
I feel like that's a good show to throw in some random heroes that we don't normally see.
Yeah.
Should be interesting.
It should be. Oh no, I lost the article. Come back. Oh, no, I found it. It should be interesting. I can't really say if I'm excited for these because a lot of these things that they're releasing I haven't heard of. So it's just like it all sounds intriguing to me. And you know, I have like 5 years before I have to actually think about it. So why do I keep losing the article? Come back.
Some of these things are interesting. Like the next one, Swamp Thing. I know a lot of DC fans who are into Swamp Thing.
Yes, but Swamp Thing is technically going to be considered an Elseworld, so he's not going to be part of the DCEU. But yes, didn't they try to do a Swamp Thing already, like on HBO Max? Wasn't there a show?
I think so.
Yeah,
I didn't watch it, but I believe I heard good things about it.
Yeah, the Swamp Thing movie will explore the dark origins of Alec Holland's monstrous alter ego. I'm interested in that. Then we have Waller / Peacemaker season 2.
I wish it was just Waller. I'm mad
but
that
I thought she was though, because when I was reading this, they were making it seem so Gunn's Peacemaker is getting a spinoff series as well as a second season. So Waller is going to be a spinoff series, and then I think they just lumped it into the description together. But Peacemaker is also getting a season 2. I don't know. Are you excited for Amanda? Do you think a show just about Amanda Waller will be interesting?
Well, her and whatever goon she gets, yeah, it should be another Suicide Squad kind of.
But
But like,
no. What I understood about this was that this is like her backstory. This is like just about her.
oh,
Yeah.
we'll see. I need a trailer.
So I was listening to another podcast about this, and they were saying that like characters like Amanda Waller, like they're only interesting because of the people that are surrounding them. Kind of like Nick Fury, you know, like Nick Fury is interesting because of all the people he works with. But if you put Nick Fury in something by himself, will it be as interesting or appealing?
I don't think so.
Exactly. So we'll see. We'll see. Then we have Creature Commandos animated series. I think this is what I was talking about. So this is going to be a series, and Gunn has already written a 7-episode first season of the series. So half of it's written already. And this deals with Amanda Waller forming another team of incarcerated supercriminals to save the world. The Creature Commando series is in production now, and Gunn hints it may be ready in time for 2024 release, beating Superman Legacy to the finish line. So this I'm not sure that I'm super excited about, because if this is just like another Suicide Squad, then why do I care about them? Is it happening in space? I don't know. We'll see.
I need a trailer.
We need a trailer for all of these things. Then we have Booster Gold TV series in development. So Booster Gold is I don't know anything about him really, but I was listening to some things about him, and he's basically pretending to be a superhero.
Yeah, he came back from the future and
Yeah.
using future technology to be a superhero in the past. So it sounds like it should be like a comedy, and
Yeah. His
you know,
character is comedic, is what I've learned. That actually sounds interesting to me. I'll watch it.
yeah, I think that's a pretty interesting like plot.
Yeah. And an interesting choice of person to bring into the fold. Then we have Paradise Lost TV series. While a new Wonder Woman movie isn't in the media horizon, DC is moving forward with a TV series set on the island of, what's it called?
Mascara.
Yeah. Paradise Lost will explore the origins and political intrigue of Diana's home. This series is billed as a DC equivalent of Game of Thrones. Sure. That's a big claim to make.
That is you took the words right out of my mouth.
That is a very bold claim to
But
make.
guess what? Guess what? They got me super hyped for this show. Like, no lie. If they're telling me that it's going to be the DC Game of Thrones, and just from the pictures, it looks like it could be.
I feel like it's easy to say that, but like, how true? So this
is easy to say that, and that's how you get people hyped, because it worked.
But then you say that, but then you have to live up to a lot of hype because people have a high level expectation. Yeah. But so this series is supposed to take place before the events of the first Wonder Woman movie. So,
so Wonder Woman shouldn't be in the show. This is going to be about their, what's the word for it? Their nation.
So this is an Elseworld. So okay,
it's a prequel.
Cool.
We're learning more about her people.
Yeah, we'll see.
I think that one could be a smash. If they
It could be if they do it right. So we'll see. But it's not like we've been disappointed in anything James Gunn has done. So it's not like I don't have faith in him. It's just that he has a lot to live up to in the shadow of Marvel.
You need to get some help.
Yeah. So then we have Lantern's TV series. So Lantern is a high concept of detective drama. In the vein of True Detective, the series revolves around Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. It's unclear if this series would be connected to the Green Lantern Corps show that Greg Berlanti was executive producing for HBO Max. We'll see. I need to see a trailer for this also. So a lot of interesting things. Notice that we don't see anything about Justice League in here, which is the equivalent to like Avengers, like a major crossover event. So I wonder if that's even happening in this new phase of, maybe not in this first.
I think so. It's just there's no need to announce it now. Like they got a lot of things to get to before we get to that.
I just wonder by the time that all of this comes out, well, the popularity of superhero shows and movies, like I'm just worried about superhero fatigue. I think that is what is going to be their biggest issue, just because like this is all like 2 to 3 years from now, and who knows how much Marvel things will be suffocated by in that time. So I just wonder how much we'll
I
be able to
don't
tolerate.
think superhero fatigue is going anywhere. You know how long superheroes have been out?
You mean you
The
don't think
same
okay.
one, Superman, has been around for like since the
True.
beginning of time. Like
True. I
this is
guess
just something that they're gonna rehash, reshape for the next generation, make it look something different, and then the
yeah.
older people are gonna hold on to it to nostalgia. I don't see it going anywhere.
I guess we'll see. All in all, I think that DC is in good hands now, and I don't think it'll be bad. We'll just have
I,
to see.
and I was gonna say, especially with like technology moving forward, we're getting like new experiences with all this stuff, like VR and the video games that we're getting now. Look at Spider-Man, like
Yeah.
so. There'll always be something new for them to spin
Yeah.
this on.
Yeah. All right. We'll see. We'll see in the years to come. All right. So since we're talking about superheroes and Marvel, I'm gonna give my Marvel Master Rewatch update. So
Where are you up to?
I have finished phase 3. So I have made it all the way through Infinity Endgame. I'm done, basically, with the
You
classic
made
Marvel.
it to Endgame.
Yeah, and I watched it and I'm done.
I think you got to get a round of applause for that or something. That's incredible.
I know.
Yeah.
It's been like 3 weeks, maybe 4, and I finished
With the shows
everything.
and everything.
Well, there are no shows at that point. So I made it up to Endgame,
Okay.
but then there's still phase 4, which is all the new stuff that everyone was how. So this is funny. So I made it to Endgame. Was super excited to watch everything in phase 1, 2, 3. Phase 1, 2, 3. But as soon as I finished Endgame, and I was like, oh, now I have to watch phase 4. I lost all interest, and I have not watched anything in phase 4 yet. And I was trying to decide if I even need to. The only thing, so Ant-Man comes out in Ant-Man comes out in 2 weeks.
Wait.
I think the
Did you
only
even
thing,
watch everything in phase 4 one time?
yeah.
There's some stuff that you missed.
No. Moon Knight is the only thing.
I was about to get on you.
No, okay. But I'm wondering, because the goal was to watch everything in preparation for Ant-Man Quantumania. But
Right.
I'm thinking that the only thing I need to watch before Ant-Man Quantumania is Loki. Maybe watch Loki again. That's the only thing that I think is necessary. So I might just watch that and call it a day. I don't know. It's just,
I think that's cheating.
I know. When I think about all the things that are in phase 4 that I don't want to watch again, Miss Marvel, freaking the Eternals, Shang-Chi, like it's okay, but I don't really want to watch it again right now. I just feel like it's all too fresh. Like I just saw this stuff, and I feel like now that it made me realize that I don't think that phase 4 has as much of a rewatch value as everything else that came prior to it. I'm just not super interested in it.
Maybe
but
not yet.
I don't think it will ever.
Because a lot of it is like the first of something. Like Miss Marvel's debuting, Moonlight, Shang-Chi. All these people we're gonna see again.
I know.
And when we see them again, it's gonna make their first more rewatchable.
Yeah, I know. So I do have some takes. Let me go back. Where are my takes from this last?
From phase 1 through 3?
No. I mean, I have a lot of takes from phase 1 through 3, but I'll just go through my most recent takes. Let's see. And it's cool like watching things all over again, because it's cool to see like how the fallout from some movies takes place over multiple movies. Like when I watch Civil War again, you can see how Civil War spans across multiple movies, like Spider-Man, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Black Widow, and Doctor Strange. And I know a lot of people didn't like Black Widow when it came out because of what it was about, but watching it in the order, like watching it after Civil War, made me like it a lot more than when we watched it.
I hate you
after
so
Endgame.
much right now.
Why? Because it makes sense. Because it makes sense to watch it at that time, because it takes place right after Civil War. So when you watch it then, it's a lot better
it's context.
It has a lot more. It has relevant context instead of it coming out after Endgame.
I love the Black Widow. I thought that was an awesome movie.
No,
way better than it was supposed to be.
I didn't think it was bad when I watched it. I just thought it was going to be about something else. You know what I mean? Like, I was not expecting at the time a movie to come out about what happened to her in between Civil War and Infinity War. I thought it was going to be about something completely different. But when you watch it in the context it's supposed to be in, it makes a lot better.
More sense. I could see that.
Yeah, it's a lot better. So that has made it a little higher on my ranking list. So let me just go through my overall ranking. Okay, I want to go through my overall ranking of phase 1 through 3. And I don't think I ranked Endgame yet. But let me just go. So my number 1, I think, is Infinity War.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yep. Followed by the first Avengers as coming in as number 2. Then Spider-Man Homecoming. Thor Ragnarok. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1. Captain America Winter Soldier. Then the first Captain America Civil War. Then the first Captain America. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Iron Man at number 10. 11 is Doctor Strange. 12 Black Widow. 13 Ant-Man. 14 Avengers Age of Ultron. 15 Ant-Man and the Wasp. 16 Captain Marvel. 17 Iron Man 3. 18 Thor. 19 Iron Man 2. And 20 coming in at the very bottom, Thor the Dark World. I still have to figure out where Ant-Man goes in here. I mean, not Ant-Man, Endgame. I haven't figured out where I would put Endgame in here yet.
I gotta make my own list. You just made me want to make my own list. I was with you for a little bit.
Wait, where did you start to disagree with me?
What was number 3?
Spider-Man Homecoming.
What was number 4?
Thor Ragnarok, which I know you don't like.
That's where we totally did. Yeah, it was sharp decline from right there. I think there was a few movies that could have gone before Thor Ragnarok.
You know, you're right. I honestly think, now that I'm saying that, I think Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 goes above Thor Ragnarok for sure. So maybe I'll change that. And a lot of people didn't like Guardians Volume 2, but I enjoyed Guardians Volume 2 a lot. It was good. So I don't know what the problem was there, but
I like the Guardians movies. I don't think they're top 5.
I do. When you think about it, Guardians 1 is where we first got introduced. Not introduced because we saw him before, like in a cutscene, but this is where we first really got to see and know who Thanos was in the first Guardians movie. So when you watch it all in order, it's pretty cool to see that. Mm-hmm. And yeah, that movie was good. And the second one was it was okay, but it wasn't terrible. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. But it is a little lower on my list.
Top 5.
No.
Movies.
Volume 2 is not top 5. It's number 9 on my list. But the first one makes it into number 5 or 4. If I switch
over Civil War, you got it over Iron Man. You got it over.
Yeah, I think so. Actually, you know what? Here's what I'm about to do right now. I'm gonna replace Guardians with Thor Ragnarok. So Guardians is number 4, and I'm gonna place Civil War with Thor Ragnarok. Civil War is gonna edge in my number 5, I think. Yeah.
It's a little bit better.
That's a little bit better, right?
Yeah.
I love Thor Ragnarok though. It's so funny. That movie.
Where did you put Black Panther, the first one?
Oh wait, did I forget to rank Black Panther? Oh shit, I did.
Like this,
I did. Wow, I forgot to rank Black Panther.
I'm gonna make my own list.
Oh man, wait. Where's that going?
And then where was Ultron? You got Ultron down there.
Yeah, Ultron is low. It was good, but
no problem.
All right, I gotta figure out where I gotta put Black Panther. That's hard. I gotta figure out where to squeeze him in. I forgot.
He should be up there. I'll put him right behind Civil War.
Black Panther was good, but I'm gonna go ahead and say this: Killmonger's performance is really devaluing the movie for me. So,
the hate for Michael B. Jordan is real.
I'm sorry. It's devaluing it, honestly.
Oh man, that's
I
my
just
God.
yeah, but I have to formulate more of my thoughts together and my hot takes into something that I can actually talk about because like they're all over the place right now, my notes. I will organize them and then I will give you all of my hot takes next week in a more organized fashion. And I'll have a ranking for Black Panther and for Endgame by that point too. But I made it through and now I just gotta find the courage and the willpower, not the courage, the willpower to watch Phase 4.
Finish. Drive it home.
I
Let's
just don't
do
want to watch it. I just don't want to watch it.
it.
I just don't think because like Thor.
I think I'm at Ultron in my rewatch.
Okay. Oh, are you doing a
So,
rewatch too? Oh, I didn't know. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
slowly but surely.
Oh, I'm
Trying.
very interested for you to put together a list, and then we should just compare our lists. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, we should do that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, let's talk a little bit about The Last of Us before we wrap up. So a show that I don't know how I'm watching it. Every time I watch it, I'm racked with anxiety and fear. But I have come to cope with it by thinking of it as like, if everyone else can watch this show and be totally fine with it, I should be fine with it. And that's how I have started to approach it. But anyway, Jaja, what did you think? I know you only watched the first 2 episodes, but what do you think of it so far?
So I watched the first 2 episodes,
Mm-hmm.
and I really don't know what everybody's so hyped about.
You don't like it?
It's not that I didn't like it. I didn't think it was horrible. It's just not spectacular. It's nothing mind
Jaja, you
blowing.
always
I'm
have
watching it and I'm like, yo, I think I'd rather watch The Walking Dead right now if I had a choice.
Jaja, you always have the opposite hot take. I don't understand. You always have the hot
It was
take.
kind of boring. The first 2, they were like walking around, searching, all this creeping and crawling. I'm like, oh my God, can we see some zombies? Like, bring me
You
the
see
zombies.
you see plenty of zombies.
No, you don't.
You see
I
enough
can
for
count
my
on
taste.
one hand how many I saw the first 2 episodes.
That's good. I don't need to be overloaded with people with mushrooms sprouting out of their heads because that's creepy. It's so
Yeah,
gross.
and what is with that? And then it's like they
'Cause
didn't
that's
define the zombie rules. Okay, we got
well,
super fast, smart zombies. Is one shot to the head gonna do it? Like what is the kill move for these zombies? What is they didn't define that.
how are they supposed to define it? It's harder to define. It's not a video game.
You gotta have the zombie rules. Every movie has the rules on what the zombies are and how you kill them, what type of zombies you're dealing with. These are just some
This is
freak.
it's a
And
very
then
unique
you
type of
know what
zombie.
killed me is
Uh-huh.
like, okay, these are fast zombies. All right. So we got the fast moving zombies. You telling me that this zombie outbreak happened, we got the fast moving zombies, and y'all freaking wiped out most of them in 20 years. And in The Walking Dead, we got the slow, dumb zombies, and them they took over the whole world. Like,
I wouldn't say that they've wiped out most of them. I feel like there's still plenty of them around.
it don't feel like it.
If
They walk around like it's no big deal. Oh, let me go out the QZ zone and just walk around, and oh, there's no zombies. Look, if we touch this little plant on the floor, some zombies 2 miles away are gonna just start chasing us. Like, oh God, I don't. I'm sorry.
oh my God.
I'm sorry.
I'm interested to see your thoughts on the 3rd episode because the 3rd episode is very, very good.
Okay.
You won't see a lot of zombies in there either, but just a warning to you. But it's not really about zombies. It's about it's about human behavior in this time.
And what human behavior did we see? We got this girl that we
Oh my
don't
God.
know what makes her special. It
She's
better be something good.
immune.
Okay, what's the big deal about that?
A big deal about it is that her blood may have the cure to the
Oh,
zombie
okay.
apocalypse that we're
Her
facing
blood might have the cure.
because she's
What did
immune to
everyone?
it. So, the answer to a cure might be in her blood. So they're taking her to
Okay, so
some
everyone's
doctors.
gonna be able to survive zombie bites, and then we just kill off the rest of the zombies, and then we should be good.
Yeah, possibly. Possibly.
Okay.
That's what makes her special.
I think I need to play the game. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of fan service, and maybe that's what's throwing my take off.
No, I never played the game either, and I think it's good.
Oh, okay, then I'm just.
Oh man,
I don't
Jaja.
know.
Oh man.
And I like the guy, and I like the girl, and I like
Yeah, Joel's
the
great.
chick that was with them for a little bit.
Yeah.
I thought they were cool, but just the show has a lot of. I feel like I'm in a video game, and you know how you're just exploring and just finding stuff, and like no action is happening, but you're just like exploring and walking around. That's how I feel.
Okay, well
But
that's all,
watching
you know, you're only 2 episodes in. They have to establish the world a little bit. From what I've heard from game players, a lot worse is to come. So
it. Got it.
I think that you'll like it if you just give it a chance. And
I
I'm
am.
really
I'm gonna finish it. I'm
okay.
gonna keep watching it.
Okay. I'm enjoying it surprisingly.
Mhm.
Listen, if I was in a if I was in a QZ zone, I would not feel any urge to have freedom to leave. Just keep me in those keep me in those walls forever. I'm good. I'm good. Why are you gonna go outside? For what? What's out there? I
Right.
don't understand. But no, it's a good show. It's really good. And it's it had a historic viewership in HBO Max history. And every episode since the first episode, its viewership numbers have gone up. So I think a lot of people.
I wonder if it has higher numbers than Game of Thrones.
I think it does actually.
Because if it does, then I don't believe it. If they
What?
saying that The Last of Us has higher numbers, viewer numbers than Game of Thrones, I do not believe that. They make up these numbers. I'm sorry. I don't believe
Okay,
it.
let's see. The Last of Us. I don't think they're making up the numbers. Okay, so let's see.
Every show that comes out is now the new historic show. I
That's
don't
not,
know.
but every show that comes out is not the new historic show.
Yes, we just had Game of Thrones. That was the new historic show. Now you're telling me the next show, big show that comes
It's
out is
because of
gonna
the
be
hype. It's because
it's
of
the
the hype
same
that it
thing
brings.
Netflix does.
Well, it's because of the hype that it brings. You know what I mean? Like
More hype than Game of Thrones?
the House of Dragon brought hype from the original Game of Thrones. Because when you
Right.
think about it, when Game of Thrones came out, there wasn't a big hype meter surrounding it. You know what I mean? It just came out and people
There were
watched
a
it.
lot of people watching Game of Thrones.
There was, but when season 1, episode 1 first came out, I guarantee you that there was not a large hype meter
Right.
surrounding.
And that's what I'm saying.
And then, but then over the years, as it has become a popular show, people hear about it and then they watch it. Then the show's over, right? Then we hear that another game, and then it's by the end of it, it's wildly popular, even though the last season sucked. Then a couple years later, you hear that a spinoff show is coming out. So you take all that fan base from Game of Thrones that has built up over time. That wasn't there in the beginning, but built up over time, and then they all come over to this new show. So that's what causes historic viewership for the first episode. Then The Last of Us, hugely popular game, huge fan base. And then you have people that just like zombie shows. So that contributed to that historic viewership. It's a great game. Well, I haven't played it, but it's a very popular game.
So you think that the Last of Us video game fan base and zombie people fan base is bigger than how much ever seasons of Game of Thrones fan base coming to House of Dragon?
So it's okay, wait. Let me read this first. Hold on, wait. The first episode of The Last of Us series reeled in 4.7 million viewers across linear and HBO Max. The debut of the series, based on the acclaimed video game franchise of the same name, came in only behind last year's House of Dragon, which was a prequel series to the highly popular Game of Thrones and drew in 10 million US viewers for the August 1st premiere.
All right. It lost by a lot. Good. I was about to say.
But it is the second highest premiere behind that.
Does it say what the third highest is? That's interesting. It's the second highest viewed show.
Premiere for the premiere episode.
Premiere.
It doesn't say what the third highest was. I think it was Euphoria, but I'm not sure. But yeah, do you believe that now? Do you believe those numbers now?
They're more believable, but I still don't.
You still don't believe it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking forward kind of to the rest of the season. We'll see what happens. If it gets too intense for me, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. Jaja, I hope your opinion changes about it over time.
I hope so too. We'll see.
We'll see. All right. Anything else, Jaja, before we wrap up for this week?
Nope, that is it for me.
All right. Well, as always, guys, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Blerdsnerds, follow us on TikTok, Blerdsnerds_pod. Send us an email, blerdsnerds@gmail.com, if you're interested in coming on the show to be a guest, if you have something that you want to showcase. Especially for Black History Month, we would love to showcase artists and things like that. POC artists and things, Black artists, this month. So if you have anything that you would want to talk about, please shoot us an email. Or if you have topics that you want to hear us talk about, send us an email as well. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel and rate, review, subscribe on your podcast listening app of choice. As always, I'm Shannon.
I'm Jaja.
Thanks for listening, guys. Bye.
Peace.